for our panels. We got a lot of information, a lot of talk about partnering. Yeah.
In partnering, I'm dealing Whitway Park Association. My name is Wilbur McNeil. Whitway Park Association. We have an 80-acre lake in Newark that's operated by the county, bordered by 3 cities, Newark, Elizabeth, and Hillside. According to Hatch McDonald, it's one of the Watershed 7, one of the most contaminated lakes. We can't get it clean, and if you asking a community group to coordinate the county, 3 cities, and 2 state highways, 27 and 22, that storm drains flow into that lake.
Right.
And 78, and coordinate all those agencies, without any funding, that's almost an impossibility for a grassroots organization that's been in existence for over 20 some odd years, working free. And the reason why funders won't give you money because they claim that you're not your sustainability is in question. Now, we're one of the few organizations that in 20 years have met every week at 9:30 on the dot every Saturday for over 20 years. And yet we can't get any funding to coordinate all those agencies. Plus, when we do have, and we have received $3 million from the federal government, over $3 million from the state government, that's been very cooperative. But when you ask organizations to do all those things, including if you get other organizations to join with you, it's very difficult. And then it was talking about you must be real. If it already exists, it's real. You're not asking for something in the pie in the sky. You know it's real because you can point to examples where it has been done. And then they question the amount of money that you request to do that facility. Now, it's a historic park. It's one of Olmsted parks. And one of the problems that we have is when you travel all over the country dealing with parks and park groups, when it comes to the immediate needs of inner city groups, they have problems with the amount of money that you're requesting, even though you have professionals laying out what the cost would be. So you have to import other people in to be your voice that will take a little less for you and expect you to agree with that. It's very difficult.
Funding is very difficult. Applying for grants is very difficult. Just from my experience with grants, they all have different administrative requirements. They all have different criteria. They all have different funding levels. I don't know particularly the project that you're talking about or the situation, but Adriana, are you at all familiar with this?
I'm not.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like you need one of the groups to sort of take a leadership role. That's usually kind of the problem, is finding that group to take that leadership role and sort of push the ball, move the ball forward. Yeah,
and I think also the problem is finding the appropriate pot of money to apply for a grant through. And it's difficult. That's why people have grant writers that work for them and their organizations. Do you have a comment or another question?
Another question.
Okay. I'm sorry. We'll just move on. Then talk to you maybe some other time and try to
I would appreciate
work
some
through,
time afterwards.
like our EJ people and our community groups at EPA might be able to help you out a little bit and some advice. So. Yeah.
Just wondering,
Can you speak up a little bit? Yeah, do you want to come up?
Commenting on this gentleman's
If you could stand
statement
up,
was
please.
sure. Commenting
There's
on
actually
this
a mic
gentleman's
there.
statement, I'm just wondering, Chris has pointed out, and Adriana, you said too, that community participation is actually a requirement. Wondering how you measure that, and what standard, what criteria your references specifically, so that when monies flow to your organization, to your municipality, to have some of those monies earmarked to actually pay nonprofit organizations who are doing some of that intermediary activity of being responsible for. Chris, when you referenced that some of the training costs, if you look at where shifting money around a little bit instead of spending money in fossil fuels, you're actually creating jobs. Can it be as some of this installation and deployment at this stage is being planned and being deployed in demonstration projects going on, your resources, community groups, can some of those funds be reallocated to those groups that you're actually partnering with, so that there is some funding, certainly the state of Jersey can add to that story. But it seems like all the money is going to the municipalities specifically. They're resourcing community groups and non-for-profits, but not paying them. So I'm wondering if there could be sort of like a move toward sharing some of that funding that's going into the municipality toward the community and neighborhoods.
I must have misrepresented something. The funding that the nonprofits have in Newark and have in Camden, they apply for this grant money. Municipalities don't have, like, we're not paying the municipalities to do those permanent work. Municipalities are taking that out of their own budgets. Or they're applying for EIT funding, which is loans. So in our successful partnerships, the money that the municipality has, whether it be through loans or through their general budget, is not getting funneled to the nonprofits. The nonprofits are coming to the table with their own that they get through grants, that they are eligible.
Right. And a lot of this is partnering and you know, where a municipality may see savings and reinvest into other community activities that are going on that might be done through a nonprofit. I think there's some opportunities there. And I'm sorry, but we're out of time, so we have to move on to the next speaker. And